All these companies like Walmart freaking out over the prospect of a potential conservative boycott after Trump's win strike me.
Okay, love this creator, but they're actually kind of incorrect here. It's way worse than you think it is. Whilst, yes, there are people on the right threatening to boycott these companies for their programs, they've been doing that since like the dawn of time and no one's really cared. The reason these big companies are all in bulk starting to roll back their DEI programs is because thanks to the US Supreme Court's affirmative action ruling that I believe was a case about a year ago, which I very much so remember because it was huge and I was vaguely paying attention to the news, it ended affirmative action in college admissions. And then more recently, there was also a case in Wisconsin against the US Department of Transportation. But unfortunately, because of this precedent now, these far-right nutties are coming together in bulk and threatening legal action, in which case, sadly, some of the cases are winning. Now, in fairness, I did find that many of the cases are losing, but these companies like Walmart are completely spineless and they don't want to risk fighting this. And much of it is being led by this man named Robbie Starbuck, who looks like he's coming to you live from his mother's basement. And if you're wondering yourself, what does this man do for a living that he A, has this many hours in the day to be looking up all of this, targeting these companies and planning all of these attacks? And B, to be so threatened that other people have a chance of getting employment? Well, I'm so glad you asked. He started by being a director in which he filmed music videos and he attempted to film commercials, but his career never really took off for some reason. Oh my bad, down here it's because people in Hollywood didn't like him. I wonder why, but in a natural course of events, then he tried to go into real estate and stock market investing. Similarly to that man we all know whose first option was to go pro in sports. But then he repeatedly tried to run for different political positions and he had to find out again that people still didn't want him around. But he didn't let that squash his dreams because eventually he ended up getting legally threatened by Megan Fox and her family. Just like every other well-adjusted man that I know. And also a message to all the Trumpettes super excited about all this. It's not a flex. It's embarrassing to admit that you're literally so unemployable that you have to try and make it harder for other people to be employed. This isn't going to change the fact that you read at a second grade level and even your daddy's company didn't want to hire you. Toodles.